All right, so the kiss of death is the third Tommy John surgery. The reason there's not a good chance that you're going to recover well from a fourth Tommy John surgery and even a third, the recovery rates get worse the more you have, is because this ulnar bone here is what they're drilling into. They're drilling into this bone and then drilling in here, and they're tying them together. If you look how little this is, there's so many times that you can drill through this, because every time they have to go in and they actually have to expand the hole. So after 3 times, or even at the 3rd time, your bone could be too weak to support this, specifically if you're throwing hard. Then you get a one-up shattering your olecranon and your career's pretty much over. So that's the problem, is there's an expiration date on Tommy John, specifically the closer you get to 3, because there's not many that I even know of who played Major League Baseball that have had more than 3. What is causing Tommy John surgeries is the spreading of the gap. See the gap there? When that gap spreads, you're putting more stress on the UCL, which is snapping and tearing all the tissue in there. What causes the gap to spread? Just like I'm doing now. Anytime you push your elbow forward, push your elbow forward. So you never want to be in a position where you're pushing your elbow forward, or your elbow's pulling up so far away from your body that you're dragging your arm, because that's opening the gap too. What closes the gap or keeps the gap stronger is pronation. So typically when you have a more forward trunk, you pronate earlier. Therefore you get into pronation, which compresses the joint and protects the gap. So you got to learn good mechanics if you're going to survive, or prevent Tommy John surgery. Specifically, if you start having multiple Tommy John surgeries, you better learn it.